In this video, we are going to show you the perfect itinerary for Curacao. One of the questions we get the most is how to build a logical itinerary for this island that is much bigger than it looks. Mixing the exploration of the wild beaches of the West with the European charm of the colorful historic center. To see the absolute basics, just the center of Willemstad and 1 or 2 famous beaches, you need 4 days. But to take it easy, visit the deserted island of Klein Curacao, swim with turtles, and enjoy the beach clubs without rushing. We recommend at least 7 days. That is why we prepared a super complete 7-day itinerary with the best of Curacao, so you do not waste time. So let us get started. What is the best time to visit Curacao? The best news is that the island is outside the main hurricane belt, so you can travel safely all year round. The weather is always hot and windy. The high season runs from December to April when it is drier. From October to December is considered the rainy season, but usually they are quick showers that do not ruin the day, although the sea may be a little less transparent if it rains a lot. And how many days to stay in Curacao? The number one mistake is thinking it is a small island where you can do everything on foot. Distances are long. The bare minimum we recommend is 5 full days, but the ideal is 7 days to include the full-day boat trip and relax. Now let us get to the day by day. Day 1. Arrival and the charm of Willemstad. Arrive at Hato International Airport. The first mission is to pick up the rental car, which is a mandatory item on this trip. Drive to your accommodation. Start the itinerary, exploring the center of the capital Willemstad. Park the car in Punda. Walk along the Handelscade waterfront to take the classic photo of the colorful colonial houses that look like Amsterdam in the Caribbean. Cross the Queen Emma Bridge, the famous floating bridge that moves for ships to pass. If it is open, take the free ferry to Otrabanda. Have dinner in the Pietermai neighborhood, the most charming and gastronomic area, at restaurants like Mundo Bizarro or Saint-Tropez Ocean Club. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Curacao is to decide between urban excitement or beach life. The first option is Pietermai and Punda. It is the historic center. The advantage is having the best restaurants and bars on foot and being in the middle of the island. The disadvantage is not having a sandy beach at the door. The second option is Jan Thiel. It is a noble and safe area full of rental houses and resorts. It has an artificial beach with lively beach clubs and great infrastructure for families. The third option is Mambo Beach. It is halfway, has a young vibe, beach clubs, and the aquarium. The fourth option is West Punt Westside. It is isolated and quiet, perfect for those who just want nature and diving, but far from everything at night. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying in Jan Thiel or Pietermai, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips, and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM, cell phone chip, to have GPS on the roads, discounted travel insurance tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at, and the global account to carry dollars paying much lower fees. Save this page in your favorites. Day 2. The postcard and turtles. West Punt. Wake up early and drive to the extreme west of the island, about 45 minutes from the center. The first stop is Knepa Grandi Grote Knip. It is the most famous beach with that unbelievable neon blue sea. Entry is free. Bring a cooler with drinks and snacks as the infrastructure is simple. From there, go to Playa Piscado Playa Grande. It is a fisherman's beach where they throw fish remains into the sea. The result is that dozens of giant sea turtles swim in the shallows. You enter the water and swim with them for free. Please do not touch the animals. Have lunch at Sol Food Restaurant for a pizza or Janchi S to taste the local exotic dish. Iguana stew tastes like chicken. Day 3. The paradise of Klein Curacao. Today is boat tour day. You go to Klein Curacao, an uninhabited islet 2 hours by boat from the main island. The sand is white and the water is the most beautiful blue you will ever see in your life. Walk to the abandoned lighthouse in the center of the island and see the shipwrecks on the north coast. Attention! The sea on the way out is very rough and many people get seasick. Take medicine beforehand and prefer large catamarans. The tour lasts all day and includes coffee lunch and drinks. It costs about $120. Day 4. Private beaches and pigs. Go to Portomari Beach. It is a private beach with great restaurant and pier infrastructure. Its fame comes from the wild pigs Willie and Woody that live there and usually come down to the sand to interact with tourists. Then head to Casabao. It is considered one of the most beautiful beaches with white sand and crystal clear water, perfect for snorkeling. You pay per car to enter, about $6. Stay until sunset or get a massage on the beach. Day 5. Beach clubs and fun. Jan Thiel or Mambo. Take the day to enjoy the beach infrastructure. If you are in Jan Thiel, enjoy Zanzibar or Papagayo Beach Club. You rent a comfortable lounge chair, Order snacks and drinks and relax in the infinity pool overlooking the sea. If you prefer Mambo Beach, the atmosphere is younger and more festive. Visit the Curacao Sea Aquarium nearby to see dolphins and feed sharks through glass, great for kids. In the late afternoon, happy hour at Jan Thiel is super lively, especially on Saturdays at Zanzibar. Day 6. The Wild Side, Shetboka. Go visit Shetboka National Park in the north of the island. It is where the sea beats violently on the volcanic rocks. Visit Boca Tabla, where the waves enter an underground cave and make a scary and beautiful noise. Nearby is Boca Pistol, where the wave hits and shoots up like a cannon shot into the sky. On the way back, stop at the Hado Caves near the airport to see stalagmites and indigenous paintings. Day 7. Shopping and culture. Return to downtown Willemstad. Visit the floating market where boats coming from Venezuela sell fresh fruits and fish. Have lunch at Plaza Bu Old Market. It is a rustic shed where ladies cook authentic Creole food. Order carne stoba, beef stew with funchi polenta and fried plantain. It is cheap and delicious. Take advantage of the last hours to buy Dutch cheese at the Van den Tuyl supermarket. Take Gouda and eat them home. It is very worth it. And authentic Curacao liqueur at the Landhuis Chobolobo factory. An important tip is to buy tickets for attractions in advance. The tour to Klein Curacao has limited spots and usually sells out days before. We will leave in the QR code on the screen and in the description the link to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the catamaran scuba diving and buggy tours. Everything for the lowest price and safely. Now let us talk about transportation. How to get around Curacao. To arrive, you fly to Hado Airport Cur. To get around the island, renting a car is essential. The most beautiful beaches in the west are 40 minutes from the center, and there is no efficient public transport there. Taxis are very expensive. A long ride can cost $50 to $60. Driving is easy, and the roads are reasonable. Download the offline map on Google Maps as signage is confusing. Quick shopping tips. The center of Punda has perfume, electronics, and clothing stores. Penha is the most famous store in a beautiful yellow building. It is not a duty-free port but has good prices. Colorful ceramics and local crafts are great gifts. Mandatory documentation for international tourists. To enter Curacao, you need a valid passport. Citizens of the US, Canada, UK, and EU do not need a visa. Attention to 2 vital points. First, yellow fever vaccine. The international certificate is mandatory for travelers coming from endemic countries like Brazil, Colombia, or Venezuela. They ask at immigration. If you do not have it, you go back. Second, DI card. Digital immigration card. It is a digital form that you must fill out on the official website up to 7 days before the trip. You have to present the PDF on your mobile upon arrival. And remembering travel insurance. Medical costs in Curacao are high and in dollars. We never travel without it, and in the link in the description there is the comparator we use. And how much does it cost to eat in Curacao? It varies. Lunch at Plaza Bu costs $10. A dish in a tourist restaurant in Pietermai or Jan Thiel costs between $25 and $35. Fast food and snacks cost about $10. And what to do at night? Thursday is sacred in Curacao because of Punda vibes. The center of Punda closest to cars has live music, fireworks, and street bars. It is unmissable. On weekends, the excitement is at Mambo Beach or Jan Thiel Zanzibar. And if you are traveling with kids, the Seaquarium and Jan Thiel Beach, which is a pool, are great. The western beaches are calm, but do not have lifeguards, so extra attention is needed. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.